I've been playing since I was 4, but I don't have like the normal story of getting started. I actually refused to play because my older brother was playing. So I kind of have to give all of the credit to him just to start off with, because I wouldn't play until he quit. So when he quit, that's kind of when I got started. And I did other sports too, but eventually you kind of have to start narrowing it down as time goes on, like what do you want to commit time to? And I just overwhelmed my life with it, but not in a bad way. I was one of those kids that couldn't get enough of it. Still can't. Soccer crazy. And then eventually I was choosing between a couple schools, and we had played a tournament, and I was in the car on the way home, and I was like, I remember sitting up and being like, Dad, I just want to go to UCF. I called him. I've made my decision. And he was like, where'd that come from? And I'm like, I don't know. Give me the phone. So I called and I was like, hey, I just want to, I was so excited and giddy. I was like, hi, I want to come to UCF. I really want to be on the team. And they're like, all right, sounds good. I heard about neurofeedback from my doctor when we were kind of assessing how I was during school, and I know I had a lot of test anxiety and stress that I was putting on myself playing at a Division I collegiate level and having to do a pretty difficult major. So when I heard that there was something that I could be doing to kind of better myself in those aspects, it was kind of hard not to do it. Well, before I started doing neurofeedback, I couldn't sleep the night before I had a test. I felt like I was just talking to myself. I couldn't get out of my own head and just relax. And after I started doing neurofeedback, I would do the exact same thing before a test, but I could calm myself down and get myself to go to sleep and be well rested the next day. And almost the confidence. You're not second guessing yourself. You're not talking in your head of, oh, well, what if it's this? What if my intuition is wrong, or my gut feeling? It's kind of a flow that you have in your brain that you don't recognize anymore. It just kind of happens, and then afterwards you're like, oh shoot, that was easy. I can't believe I did that, and I did it so well. A lot of athletes, especially the athletes that play at a high level, they know about kind of that zone where your body's just taking over, your mind's not clouding your judgment, you're not second guessing yourself, it's not that you're going through the motions, you're doing everything without any judgment call or any, mind chatter that you have. And that applies to off the field too. You're not stressing yourself out over something for no reason. You're just kind of going through it and not realizing it until afterwards that it was easy and it was simple. And I think for me, that was because of the neurofeedback. If you couple the IVs, the injections, and the neurofeedback with the NeuroZone benefit, especially to athletes, and specifically for me, I would come in before a game, either the day before or the day of. I would do the NeuroZone, both of the things coupled together, and I would go out to my game, with a clear head and knowing that I've done all that I can for my body before this game. And then also knowing that after the game, I'm going to be able to recover quicker than everybody else. I'm going to be able to still have that spark the next day if I have to play the next day at practice, or just be able to focus. And because an entire game of soccer is very exhausting. And for me, even if you don't play, because I scream the whole time. But doing the injections and the biofeedback with the NeuroZone, I think is very beneficial. The training of your brain to just kind of settle, and it's a relief. It's a relieving thing, and it's powerful because I've now trained my brain and I can use it for the rest of my life. I think I'm not a different person now, but more of myself. I'm not jittery or second guessing and being like, oh no, what's gonna happen? I don't know if what I'm doing is correct. And it's just a relief. I don't know. That's hard to explain.